nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She withers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager long wasting out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, and 4 nights will quickly while away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go for the strate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment. Awake the pert nimble spirit of mirth, turn melancholy forth to funerals. A pale companion, not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, and one that loved doing the injuries, but I will wed thee in a different key. With pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Please, Father, no, please, Father. No, this is too embarrassing.
Stand there! Don't talk! Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. Stand forth, Lysander. Most gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Yes, thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, thou hast interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast, at moonlight, by her window sung in feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of hair, rings, gauds, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers all of strong prevailment with unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. Most gracious Duke, be it so, she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to the law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. Your father to you should be as a god, one that composed thy beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be found the worthier.
I would my father look with my eyes.
Rather, you should with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to forsake forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Look, know of your youth. Examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the habit of a nun.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. And by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, in bond of eternal fellowship, on that day either prepare to die, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or else to petition on the altar of Diana for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to thy certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful, Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love will render him, and she is mine. And all my rights of her do I estate upon Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he. As well possessed, my love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with advantage, than Demetrius's. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nadal's daughter, Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I do confess that I'd heard so much, and with Demetrius, hope to speak thereof, but being full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius and Aegeus, come, I have some private schooling for you both. For you, Hermia, look to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate to death or to a life of solitude. Demetrius, Aegeus, come. I would employ you in some business against my nuptial, and would confer with you on something nearly which concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
I will put a stop to this nonsense. Fear not.
No, my lord, it is the law. It is my right.
Oh! How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast? Like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eye. Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history. Well, the course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
Cross too high to be enthralled too low.
or else misgrafted in respects of years.
Spite too old to keep being engaged too young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, then war or death or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the colleague night that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath the power to say, behold, all the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross, is due to love as thoughts and sighs and dreams, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia, I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee? To that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in a wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance till morn of May, there I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Ha! Call you me fair? Ha! That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair.
Here we go again.
Happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching. Oh, a favour so. Your words I would catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice. My eye, your eye. Oh, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, The rest I would give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look and with what art. You sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine?
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Oh, before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he have turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Well, tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, or time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and strange companies. Oh, farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sights and lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know but all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths he did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Such a long
Is all our company here? Oh, no.
Hello. Hello.
Is all our company here?
You're best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Well, here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince. Say what the play treats on, yeah? Then, read the names of the actors and so grow to a point.
Marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer your name as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I'm for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
Pyramus? Is he a lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will last some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure.
Francis.
To the rest yet. My chief humour is for a tyrant.
Francis.
Ooh, I could play Hercules, really. Or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and the shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. And Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the plays.
Francis.
This was in a Hercules vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling. Come on.
Francis Flute, the bellowsman.
I'm here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Oh, what is Thisbe? A wandering knight.
No, it is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have got a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask. Remember them? And you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice like you're like, Thisbe, Thisbe. Oh, my Pyramus, oh, my lover dear, my Thisbe dear, and my lady dear.
No! No, you must play Pyramus. And Flute, you Thisbe.
Oh, thank you.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor. You must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quinn.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me. From slow study.
You may do it extempore. For it's nothing but roaring.
Oh! Let me play the lion too. I would roar that it would do any man's heart good to hear me. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, I would roar that it would make the Duke say, oh, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. They would shriek. The ladies and the Duchess would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all. Every mother's son.
And that would hang us all. Every mother's son.
Every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fight the ladies out their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove.
Oh.
I will roar you, and 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus.
Oh,
For Pyramus. Pyramus is a sweet-faced man.
Sweet.
A proper man as one shall see on a summer's day.
think about it.
A lovely, gentle, most gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best play it in?
Why, what you will.
Oh, I will discharge it in either your straw-coloured beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrained beard, or, your French crown-coloured beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you must play it barefaced. But masters, here are your parts. I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there may we rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Oh!
Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings.
This way.
Oh, I'm coming, Nick.
How now, spirits? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire, I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall, her pensioners be in their gold coats. What you see, those be rubies, fairy favours, in those freckles live their savours. I must go and see some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl on every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou love of spirits, I'll be gone, my queen and all her elves come here. Anon, anon, anon.
Yeah, but, right, so the king doth keep his revellers here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. You never saw so sweet a changeling. But jealous Oberon would have the child knight of his train to chase the forests wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove nor green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do square. That all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else thou art that shrewd and knavish sprite,
called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery?
Skim milk and labour in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn.
And sometimes make the drink to bear no harm, misleading night wanderers laughing at their harm. Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck. You do their work and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. Sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, upon her lips I bobbin, and down her weathered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tale, sometimes for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and tail as she cries falls into a cough. Oh, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxing in their mirth, and knees and swear of merrier hours, never wasted. There, but the whole fairy, here comes Oberon.
And our fairy queen, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairy skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Well, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here, come from furthest steep of India? That forsooth! Your bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress, and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded. and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love for Theseus. Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perigenia, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Aegles break his faith, with Ariadne and with
Antiope.
These are but the forgeries of jealousy. And never, since middle summer spring, met we on hill, dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs which, falling to the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. And therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this temperature we see that seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Hyam's thin and icy crown an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, summer, childing autumn, angry winter change their wanton liveries, and the mazed world by its increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate. From our dissension we are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest! The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spicy Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders of the flood. And we would laugh to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she with pretty and swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire would imitate, and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return as from voyage, rich with merchandise. But she being mortal, of that boy did die. And it is for her sake that I do rear up that boy, and it is for her sake that I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round and watch our moonlight revels. Go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle puck, come hither. Thou rememberest when once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell.
All right.
It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. The maidens call it love in idleness.
Yes.
Fetch me that flower, the
Lovely.
herb I showed thee once.
Lovely.
The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make all man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees.
Right.
Fetch me that herb.
Love in idleness.
Be
Right.
thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this flower, I'll watch Titania while she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eye. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, wolf or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not.
But who comes here?
Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stayeth me.
I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I, and wooed in this wood because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. Demetrius, I am your spaniel, and the more you beat me, I will fall on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, leave me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse a place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tell not too much the hatred of my spirit. I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wild is that not such a heart as you? Run when you will.
Say thy questions, let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief, Demetrius. Fie, Demetrius! Oh, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and were not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere you do leave this grove, you shall fly him, and he shall seek your love. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove? Oh, hast thou the flower there?
Loving idleness. Right, No, I... No, nice. Nice, lovely night, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, no. There it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. There the snake throws her enamelled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Here, take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do so when the next thing he espies may be the lady. You shall know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on.
Athenian garments, right.
Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love.
Right.
Now look, thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so. There we go.
Fairy song, and then for the third part of a minute hence. Some to kill cankers in the musk rose bud, others to war with Remus for their leathern wings to make my small elves' coats, and some to keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Come, sing me now to sleep, and then to your offices, and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blind ones do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Philomel with melody, melody, singing our sweet lullaby, 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 lullaby. Never harm, nor spell, nor charm. Come our lovely lady night, good night, with lullaby. Weaving spiders come not here, hence you long legged spinners hence. Beetles black approach not near, worm nor snail do no offence. Philomel with melody, melody, singing our sweet lullaby, 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 lullaby. Never harm, nor spell, nor charm. Come on, lovely lady night, good night, with lullaby.
Hence away, now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Oh, fair, faint with wandering in the wood.
Yeah.
And to speak troth, I have forgot our way.
Oh, God.
Rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One tuft shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one head, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now, much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, sweet friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off. In human modesty? Such separation may as well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love not alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I, and then end life where I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you know it's hard. Everybody wants her, everybody loves her, everybody wants to take your baby home. Good night.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none on whose eyes I might approve this flat fact. This flowers false in stirring love. Oh. Night and silence. Who's here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear, sure this is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid, and hear the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this, this lack love, this kill courtesy. Sure, upon thy eyes I throw the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. That you were a flop with chicks. You've been that way since 1586. I picked up a flower and I squished it in your eye. Said, what you need, my boy, is love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Wake when I'm gone. But never start to overrun love potion number 9.
Stay! Though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee, hence, and do not hold me thus!
Wilt thou, darling, leave me? Do not so!
Stay! On my peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wherever so she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? Who is here? Lysander on the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander? Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake. And run through fire would I for thy sweet sake.
Ew! Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Oh, not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says that you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe till their season, so I, being young, till now not ripe to reason. Ew. But touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will and leads me to your eyes, where I overlook love stories, written in love's richest book.
Oh no!
Oh, when you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard, so hard, so hard, so hard. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you know it's hard. Oh, no. Everybody wants her, everybody loves her, everybody wants to take your baby home.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born, when at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye, but you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refuse should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as the heresies that men do leave are hated most by those they did deceive, so thou, my surfeit, and my heresy of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address thy love and might to honour Helen, and to be her knight. Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity! What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander, Lord! What? Out of hearing gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No, then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Come on. Pat, here's a marvellous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we shall perform it in action as we shall perform it before the Duke.
Oh, Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies will not abide. How answer you that?
By larking a parlous fear.
Yeah, I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords. And Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we'll have such a prologue, but it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will the ladies not be feared of the lion?
Oh, I fear it, I promise.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion amongst ladies. It's a most dreadful thing, for there's not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
So another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies.
Ladies.
Or fair ladies, I would wish you.
Or fair ladies, I would wish you.
Or I would entreat you.
Or I would entreat you.
Or I would request you. Not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. Do you think I come hither as a lion? 'Twere a pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name and tell them plainly it's Snug the Joiner.
Snug the Joiner!
Well, it shall be so, but there are 2 hard things. To bring moonlight into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, as you know, did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine and out we play our play?
A calendar. A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Can you check in your calendar for me?
Almanac.
Oh, anybody? Oh, here we are. Right.
Very fancy looking.
Does the moon shine?
Does it shine?
Does it shine? It doth shine. Wait. Selfie. We look good, don't we?
Like that.
Why then, may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a lantern and a bush of thorns and say he comes to disfigure or present the person of moonshine. But there is another thing. We must have a great war in the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, as the story says, did talk through a chink in the wall.
You'll never bring a wall in. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, yeah? And through the cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper. Yeah?
Well, if that may be, then all is well. So come, masters, sit down, every mother's son, rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin, and when you've spoke your speech, enter into that break. And each man according to his cue.
Hemp and palm sponge are we swaggering here so near the cradle of our fairy queen? A play to us. I'd be an auditor. An actor, too, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe, stand for.
Thisbe! The flowers of odious savours sweet.
Odors.
Odours, savours sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. Oh, but hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by to thee I will appear.
Oh. A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Oh, must I speak now?
Aye, marry, must you, for you must understand, he goes but to see a voice that he heard, and is to come again.
Oh, most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of colour, like the red rose on triumphant lovely Jew. As true as horse, as yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at this too.
9-2, man. You must not say that yet. That you say to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It's never tire.
As true as horse, as yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, if I were only there.
I lead you about and around, through bush, through bog, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Now what changed? What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated.
What? I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, and they shall hear that I am not afraid. The ousel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark. The plain-song cuckoo grey, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie? And though we cry cuckoo, never so. The first, the last, my everything, and the answer to all my dreams. You're my sun, my moon, my guiding star, my kind of wonderful. Oh, that's what you are.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamoured of thy note, as is mine eye, enthralled by your shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity, some honest neighbours will not make them friends.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, and not so neither. For if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I would have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood desire not to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee. They'll fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou unpressed flowers dost sleep. And I shall purge all thy mortal grossness, so that thou, like an airy spirit, go. blossom, cobweb, mustard seed.
Ready? And I, and I.
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries. With purple grapes, green figs and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humblebees. And as for night tapers, crop their waxen thighs and feed them to the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love, to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail!
Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy, heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, I desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas blossom.
Oh, I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too, good Master Peas Blossom. Your name, I beseech you, sir?
Mustard seed.
Oh, good Master Mustard Seed. I know your patience well. That same cowardly, giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. But I promise you that your kindred hath made my eyes water here now. Oh, I shall desire you of more acquaintance too, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him and lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she mourns, mourns every little flower, as though lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue and bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked, and what it was next came in her eye that she must dote on in extremity. Oh, there goes my message. How now, bird spirit, what night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Thetis' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort, whom Pyramus presented in their sport, abandoned his scene and entered into a break, when I did him at this advantage take, and an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. Anon, his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my minute comes, when they him spy, like wild geese that the creeping fowler eye, or many-plated tough roughs, many in swords, rising and cawing at the gun's report, who sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight away his fellows fly. Woo-hoo! At our stamp, o'er and o'er one falls. He murder cries and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, together with their spheres thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats from senseless things, all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there, when in that moment so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straight away loved an ass!
This falls out better than I could surmise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that of force when he woke, she must be I.
Oh, stand aside, this is the same Athenian.
Right, so this the man, but not this the woman.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'ershoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. He have stolen away from sleeping Hermia. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hand.
Oh, out, dog, out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him, then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Dost thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch could not a worm and adder do so much. And adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine thou serpent never adder
You
stung.
spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then tell me he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay. If for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
Well, then fate all rules. One man holding troth, a million failed, and confounding oath on oath.
About the wit go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see, thou bring her here.
Okay.
I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I'll go swifter than an arrow from a Tartar's bow. Oh God, no, that's simply red.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wake, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for his lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Oh, well then we'll two at once woo one!
Shush!
Oh, that must needs be sport alone! Oh, I do love it when these things best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I woo in scorn? Well, scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears.
How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true? You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her over? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. These vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh it both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
No, not in my mind. Now you give her over.
Oh, Demetrius loves her and he loves not you.
Ooh! Helen! Goddess! Nymph! Perfect! Divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine own? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe in show thy lips those kissing cherries tempting grow, and thou hold'st up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this impress of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But now you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so to vow and swear and super-praise my parts. And I'm sure that you hate me with your hearts. You are rivals and love Hermia.
Oh.
And now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit. A manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make your sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, and with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste such idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest-wise sojourned, and now too Helen is in home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide it dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Oh, God, it takes the ear, what leap of apprehension makes. Oh, wherein it doesn't pair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Oh, thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found mine ear, I thank it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide, fair Helena. In more in guilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy.
What?
Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, all school day friendships, childhood innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, both sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices and minds had been incorporate. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, it is not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn
No.
to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare precious celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon in love, So fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved. This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Oh, stay! Gentle Helena, and hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
What? Excellent.
They're sweet, do not scorn her so.
She cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers.
Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, then withdraw and prove it.
Wait,
Lysander, wait! All this! Hang off, thou cat!
No, you seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow. Come not. You are a tame man.
Off, thou cat! Please! Bah! Vile thing let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love! Out! Tawny Tartar! Out! Loathing medicine! Hatred potion! Hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, so and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
Would I have some bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Though I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia, and not you, Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me. Yet, since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say.
Aye, by my life I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me. You juggler, you canker gossip, you love, what, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, I feign. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient anger from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you puppet!
Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive she have made compare between our statures. She have urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she have prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I? Thy painted maypole. Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that mine else can reach into mine eyes!
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrivishness. I am a bright maiden, a coward. Let her not strike me. You may think that because she is something lower than myself, but I can match her.
No, hark again!
Good. Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. Did ever I love you, Hermia? Always kept your counsels. Never wronged you. Save that in love. And to Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this wood. She followed you. And for love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened to spurn me and strike me, nay, to kill me too. So to Athens will you let me quiet go? I will bear my folly back and follow you no further.
Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm me, Helen.
No, sir, she shall not, but you take her part. Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she was born, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf.
You minimus of hindering Nogress maid, you bead! You acorn! Now, she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay. I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress! All this coil is long of you! Nay, go not back, please.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands may be quicker than mine for fray. My legs are longer, though to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? Well, so far blameless proves my enterprise. I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. So far glad it so did sort as this there jangling eye esteem a sport. Oh, wow!
You see, these lovers seek a place to fight. High, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and leave these testy rivers so astray as one come not within the other's way. Like to Lysander sometime frame thy tongue and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. Then rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their face with batty wings and leaden legs did trace, and crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. Then, when they wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens will the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair to thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
Well, my fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger.
But we are spirits of another sort. I, with the morning's love, have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate, all fiery red, opens on Neptune with fair, blessed beams, and turns to yellow gold his salt green streams. Yet, notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I be feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou? Proud Demetrius, speak thou now.
Here, villain, armed and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to play the ground.
Speak again! Now run away. Thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush. Where dost thou hide thy head?
Coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou lookest for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant! Come, thou child! I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice.
We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in dark, uneven way. Here will rest me. Come, gentle me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and avenge this spite.
Oh, comest thou not?
Abide me, if thou darest!
Well, oh, what thou runs before me, shifting every place, and dares not stand or look me in the face! Where art thou now?
I'm here!
Thou mockst me! Thou shalt buy this dear if ever I thy face by daylight see. Go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to thee visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night! Abate thy hours! Oh, shine comforts from the east that I may back to Athens by daylight. Oh, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye and steal me from mine own company.
Yet but 3. Come one more, 2 of both kinds makes up 4. Oh, here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till break of day. Heaven shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover. Oh, I don't believe. Remedy! When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And a country proverb known, that every man shall take his own in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. Man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses on thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Oh. Oh. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur, get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, yeah? And good Monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, Signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Give me your knees, Monsieur Mustard Seed. Pray you, leave your courtesy, good Monsieur. Oh.
What is your will?
Nothing, good Monsieur, but to help Cavalry Cobweb to scratch. Yeah? Oh, I must to the barber's, good Monsieur. Methinks I'm marvellous hairy about the face, and I'm such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What wilt thou hear? Some music my sweet love.
Ooh, I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and bones.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a wise man, and no time.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Ooh, truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Oh. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy shall seek you the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
Oh, I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. Oh, but I pray you, let not your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I shall wind thee in my arms.
Yeah.
Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I do dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for having met her of late behind the wood where she was gathering sweet nothings for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she, in mild terms, begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eye. And, good Robin, remove this transformed scalp from the head of this Athenian swain, that he, waking when the others do, may all to Athens again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will awake the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Diane's bud, oh Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen! Methought I was enamoured of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh! How came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes do loathe his visage now.
Oh, silence a while. Robin, remove this head. Titania, music call and strike more dead than common sleep of all these 5%.
Music, oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
Now, when thou wakest with thine own fool eyes peep.
Sound music! Take hands with me, my queen. Let's rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There will the pair of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
My fairy king, Tend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We, the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go on of you, find out the forest earth, for now our observation is performed, and since we have the voward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark in musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with the hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for beside the grove, the skies, the fountains, and every region near, all became one mutual cry. Oh, I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, slow in pursuit, but in mouth matched like bells. Oh, but soft. What nymphs are these?
My lord, this my daughter here asleep. This Lysander is, this Demetrius, and this Helena, our old Nida's Helena. I wonder of them being here together.
Well, no doubt they rose up early to observe the rites of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak a cheers. Is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go. Bid the huntsmen waiting with their horns. Good morrow, friends! St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodbirds but a couple now.
Pardon, my lord?
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and feel no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But, well, speaking as I think, for truly would I speak, and now I do bethink me so it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law...
Enough! Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. He would have stolen away. Demetrius he would, thereby to have defeated both you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. My consent that she should be thy wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth and their purpose hither to this wood. And I, in fury, hither followed. Fair Helena, in fancy, following me. My good lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love for Hermia melted as snow. The object and pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, as I betrothed there, I see Hermia, but like in sickness did I loathe this food. But as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are most fortunately met. Of this discord, more anon we will hear. Aegeus, I will obey your will, but in the temple, by and by, with us, these lovers shall be knit eternally. And since the morning is something worn, our proposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Aye, Polytar.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own, and yet not mine own.
Are you sure that we're awake? It seems to me yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let's follow him.
Come on. By the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I'll answer. My next is the most fair Pyramus. Hey-ho. Peter Quince. Float the bellows mender. Snout the tinker. Oh, starveling. Oh, God's my life. Stolen ents and left me asleep. Oh. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass to go about to expound this dream. Me thought I was, well, there's no man can tell what. Me thought I was, and me thought I had. But man would be a patch fool to offer to say what me thought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I shall get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream. 'Cause it hath no bottom. Oh, strange. And I'll sing it at the latter end of the play, before the Duke. Oh, peradventure, to make it more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
Oh, if it come not that our play is marred, it goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. There's not a handyman in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
No, he is simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Aye, and the best person too. Is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
Oh, you must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us.
Masters.
Think a note.
Masters. The Duke's coming from the temple.
Oh.
And there's 2 or 3 more lords and ladies now married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all be made married.
Oh, sweet bully bottom. Thus hath he lost 6pence a day during his life. It had not escaped 6pence a day. Oh, the Duke would have paid him 6pence a day for Pyramus or nothing.
Oh. Where are these lads? Where are these hearts? Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what. For if I tell you I'm not a true Athenian, I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
No more of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get you your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps, and meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part. For the short and the long years, our play is preferred. And in any case, let Thisbe have clean linen. And let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. Oh, and most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic. We are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet breath. No more of me. Away. Go away.
Place preferred.
My Theseus, these lovers speak of.
More strange than true, I never did believe these antic fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns out to shapes, given to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks a strong imagination that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends the bringer of some joy, or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancies images, and grows to something of great constancy, howsoever strange and admirable.
What?
Oi! Here come the lovers, full of joy and merriment.
Joy,
gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this weary age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Have we no play to ease the agony of a weary hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgments have you for this evening? What music, what masks? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief, of which sports I write. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch by the harp. Well, I've none of that. That I've told my loving glory of my kinsman Hercules.
Oh, the riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. Oh, dear.
That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes last came a conqueror.
The thrice three muses, mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, cruel and critical, and not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. Oh, a tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth.
Merry and tragical, tedious and brief, that's hot ice and wondrous swarthy snow. How shall we find the concord in this discourse?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief a play as I've known. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is. For the young Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, it made mine eyes water. But more many tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
Oh, what are those that do play it?
hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never laboured in their minds till now, and now have told their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
Oh, no, my lord. It is not for you. I've heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intense, extremely stretching, and God, that's cruel.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss where simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
Oh, I love not to see wretchedness overcharged and duty in his service perishing.
Why, my sweet, you should see no such thing.
But he says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. And what poor duty cannot do, noble regard gives in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have proposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I have seen them shiver and go pale, make periods in the midst of their sentences, choke their practised accents in their fears. Trust me, and in conclusion, how you have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Believe me, out of this silence, yet I picked a welcome for the modest duty then performed. I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity in least speak most, to my capacity.
And so please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him come forward.
Offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come but to offend, but with goodwill. No, to show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true delight is, all for your delight we are not here. That you should here repent you. No. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you like to know.
This fellow does not stand upon point.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt, he knows not the stop.
Indeed, he hath played his prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech is like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered.
Who's next?
Who's next, then?
The horse. Feed the horse.
Oh.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, certain. This man, with lime and rough cast... This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through whose chink, poor souls, they were content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man, with lantern, dog, and bush of thorns, doth present moonshine. For by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus too, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion, vile, with bloody mouth did stay. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. The trusty Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let Lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord, one lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present Wall.
Would you wish Hare and Lion to speak better?
And such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe are to whisper very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this wall doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, and this, the cranny, right and sinister, through which the faithful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lime and Hare to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus comes near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim look night. Oh, night, with you, so black. Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me thine chink to blink through with mine eye. What? We've been...
My hand's about here.
Yeah, but you need to do it the way you practice. Oh, God. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what's he I? Oh, no Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
No, methinks the wall being sensible should curse again.
No, I assure you, it's not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it will fall. But, as I told you, yonder she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting thy fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones, thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
Oh, I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
Oh, my love thou art, my love I think.
Oh, think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander, am I trusty still?
Oh, and I like Helen till the fates be killed.
Not to Procrus was so true.
As shuffle to Procrus out to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
Oh, I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou with ninnies too meet me, niners too meet me straightway?
Oh, tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, Wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Now is the more use between the two neighbours.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so wilful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Oh, the best in this kind of, but shadows, the worst, no worse, if imagination amend them.
No, it must be your imaginations then, and not theirs.
If we think no worse of them than they are themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Look, here come two noble beasts in a man and a lion.
Roar, come on, roar. Go for it.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion, rough in wildest rage, doth roar. But know that I, as snook the joiner am, no lion's fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should, as lion, come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
Very gentle beast, and of a good conscience.
The very best of the beasts, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valour.
And a goose for his discretion.
Well, not so, my lord, for his valour cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valour, for the goose carries not the fox. It's well. Leave it to his discretion. Let's listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the honoured moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He's no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the honoured moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
Well, this is the greatest error of them all. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am grown a-weary of this moon. Would that he would change.
Well, it appears by his small light of discretion that he's in the wane. But in all conscience, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Well, proceed, moon.
All I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon, myself the man in the moon, and this thornbush my thornbush, and this dog my dog.
Oh, why all these should be in the lanthorn, for they are all in the moon. Silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is all Lily's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shone, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well masked, lion.
Then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee. Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for now shining now so bright, for by thy gracious golden glittering gleams I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be? My dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good? What? stained with blood. Oh, approach ye furies fell. Fates, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude and quell.
Such passion and the death of a dear friend might go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile, affiant, deflowered, my dear, which is no, which was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound. No! Outsword and wound the pap of Pyramus. Aye, the left pap where the art doth up, and thus die I. Thus! Now am I dead? Now am I fled? My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die.
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Well, less than an ace, man, for he is dead, he is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and yet prove an ass.
But how chance Moonshine has gone before Thisbe comes back to find her lover?
She'll find him by starlight. Look, here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Well, methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
Moat would turn the balance, which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better. He for a man, God warrant her, she for a woman. God bless her.
Oh, and she hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And what she means. Belly set.
Oh, yoo-hoo! Asleep, my love. Playing dead, my dove. Oh, Pyramus, arise, arise. Speak, speak. Oh, he's quite dumb. Dead? He's dead! A tomb must cover your sweet eyes. Oh, these lily lips, this cherry nose, his yellow cowslip cheeks, all gone, all gone. Oh, lovers make moan. His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me with your hands as pale as milk. Lay them in his gore, since you have shore with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Trusty sword. Come, blade. My breasts imbrue. Oh! So, farewell, my friends. Thus your Thisbe ends. Adieu! Adieu! Adieu!
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye. And wall too.
No. The wall is down that parted their fathers, I assure you. Would it please you to see the epilogue Or to hear a burgomaster dance between two of our company?
No, epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when all the players are all dead, then need none be blamed. But if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it was, truly, and most notably executed. But come, you're burgomaster. Leave your epilogue. Tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'twas nearly fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, much as we this night have overwatched. I pray you all, good friends, to bed. 12 nights we hold this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
Time of night that the graves all gaping wide, everyone lets forth its sprite in the churchyard path to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
Fast rehearse your song by rote, then to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we shall sing and bless this place.
Everybody dance, clap your hands, clap your hands. 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 Music never let you down. Puts a smile on your face anytime, any place. Dancing helps relieve the pain, soothe your mind, makes you happy again. Listen to those dancing feet, close your eyes and let go. But it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Rock you up, rock you up, rock you up. Everybody dance, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody dance, clap your hands, clap your hands.
we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we'll make amends ere long, or else the puck will lie at home. So good night to you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Everybody dance. Woo! Ooh, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody dance. Ooh, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody dance. Ooh, clap your hands, clap your hands. Everybody dance. Ooh, clap your hands, clap your hands.